Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of Song Theory. Today, we're doing something different. We are live streaming, baby. Welcome to the live stream. This is the first live stream of Song Theory. First of all, thank you all so much for all the subscriptions and the great things you guys have done. Because we're live streaming, it's going to be a different situation. You guys are going to see things. People are going to be, calling me. I'll be on my computer. I might get up and get something to drink. I don't know. But I just thought I would give you guys something different today. And we will be talking about the top 10 best new age rappers today. And also we will be reading some of the subscribers' comments on some of the videos. Now, because this is my first video, more than likely the live stream itself will have like 0 people on it. That's okay. I didn't promote this at all. I just wanted to see how this would work. And 0 people watching, that's fine. But I'll end up posting this on the actual YouTube page so that you can come back and watch it. You can skip through it, scrub through it if you want to. Doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So top 10 best new age rappers. So far for me, number 1. Number 10, I guess we'll start from least to greatest. I think number 10 right now, regardless of all the backlash that he's getting, MGK or Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly, the reason why I like him, especially as a new age rapper, is mainly because he's so aggressive. His last album, I forget what it was called. I can look that up. But his last album that he had was actually really good. He had another song that dropped also that I thought was pretty incredible. But the reason why I like him so much is because he's so aggressive. He's very much himself. You can tell that he embodies Eminem a lot, which is a video we'll be making is about the beef between those two. That's something that you're going to want to watch. But the idea that he has such a great vibrancy on the tracks and he just sounds so good when he's talking about whatever his issues have been. Maybe he's talking about the grind that he grew up doing. Maybe he's talking about the money that he's made. But for the most part, he's done pretty good, and I do appreciate the work that he's done. I'm looking up the last album now to see what it was. I forget the name. I really do. And my internet, of course, is running slow. Why wouldn't it be? And it crashed. I hate when this happens. But anyway, yeah, he just has such a great vibrancy about him. And his last album was called Bloom. So look him up. If you don't know Machine Gun Kelly, look him up. He's actually doing really great right now. Next up is Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty, I think, has been doing really good. He has his own brand. Ever since he came out with his hair, like in his attitude, the way he talks, I think he has his own essence about him, and I like the way he does things. I really appreciate the fact that he doesn't really care about what people think. And I like the idea that his music is so different. His last album, I think, was called Lil Boat 2. I heard about Lil Boat. I listened to a little bit of it. I thought it was good. A lot of his tracks are really, he puts a whole lot, and this is just a new age problem in general. They end up putting a whole lot of, how do you say? They put too much on the vocal tracks. I think they try to make their voice sound way more different than it should. It doesn't need to sound so open. They put a lot of effects on their voice, and I don't think they need to do that. But other than that, I think Lil Yachty has done a lot of good work. Next up, number 8, Lil Pump. Everybody appreciates a little bit of Lil Pump. Okay, his last song, which was, I believe it was Drug Addicts. That song blew up pretty good. And I thought his last song really was riding off of the fame that was what's that song called? Yeah, I forget. Gosh, what is it called? It was so popular. Man, I forget. But he had Skid It. He had that song, and I cannot think of the other song. Gucci Gang. That's what it is. He had Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang blew up in a way that a lot of people didn't expect because no one thought somebody would say 2 words over and over again and it would suddenly blow up. No one thought that would happen. But he did it, and it was successful, and it made sense. So anyway, Lil Pump, I think he's doing a great job. Number 7, we're hitting all the Lils right now. Number 7, we're looking at Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi Vert. If you go take a look at my last video, which hopefully I can link up above. I don't know if I can do that on this, but Lil Uzi Vert has been coming out with some heat lately. His latest album, September 3rd. His latest song, it's a slime. Bands, Wastage, all these other songs that he's done are really good. I think the reason why I like him so much is because he's so aggressive about this rock persona. I think he's taken a lot of inspiration from people like Marilyn Manson, a lot of other rock artists, and he's taken a lot of influence from hip hop artists. But like I said in the video that hopefully I can link above, he is not a hip hop artist, and in fact, a lot of these people are not hip hop artists, and I'll get into that in a minute. But you'll go watch my other video to kind of understand what I mean by that. But anyway, his songs are good. I like his personality, and I think he's pretty solid. What are we at now? Number what? 6? Wait, it was, what did I say? Uzi Vert, Lil Pump, MGK. I lose track on these things. Reason why I lose track is I don't actually have it written down. So anyway, the next one, I think we're at number 7. Well, would actually be XXXTentacion. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, well, why isn't he like first? He's so good. Oh my God. The reason why I have him number 7 is because he's very close to me in terms of his abilities, his rap, his hip hop abilities, his rapping, his lyricism. I think he's very close to Lil Uzi Vert. Which a lot of people disagree with me, but I think it's true. His last song that came, well, it's a little difficult because of course he did die recently, and the last song that he came out with was the one I think is Sad. No, Sad was on his last album, which was Question Mark. So Question Mark was really good. I don't think he's dropped anything else since, but I did do a review on his songs and gave some theories about how I felt about them. If I can link it above, I will, I promise. If I can't, then just go take a look at it on my channel. But he has a lot of great deep songs, and I don't know if he has any more unreleased songs. Hopefully he'll come out with them. If not, then maybe one day he will. I just hope that they come out with something. Okay, so next is Trippie Redd. I believe we're at number 6. Trippie Redd was, I think, is aggressive in that other rock persona. I'm grouping them all together. The rock persona is very aggressive in this. These guys, their lyricism is not quite up to par for me to be over number 5. I think they're just under it for me. Their lyricism is subpar, and I think they can do better. But at this point, these guys are so good at this rock persona they have, And other than that, I really think that they're super good at making sure that they give the audience what they want in terms of that stage presence. Without that stage presence, these guys would not be who they are today. That stage presence is so important with people like XXX, with people like Lil Uzi Vert, with people like Trippie Redd, that without that stage presence, once again, they're just studio artists and they mean no good for anybody else. So I think that keeping that into consideration is really important when you're thinking about who is like top 10 in terms of these new age artists. Number 5. So we're finally at number 5. Number 5 is basically anybody that I feel stage presence, lyricism, all of that is basically up to par. To me, I think that the number 5 spot really would go to, it's really hard for me to think. Number 5, who would that go to? It's really hard to decide because I think that in terms of all Lils, the LIL guys, there really isn't anybody else to compare. But I think number 5 will be Khalid. Khalid is an artist. His song Location was good. I really haven't heard a lot from him. Otherwise, I think I need to do more research on him. But just from the songs that I've heard, I think that he's really good lyrically. His voice, he can actually sing and he can rap a little bit. And so I've heard all of those sides of him, and I really do enjoy it. And I think he's really good at bringing that melody back into the song. Locations was good. I sing it every so often. Send me your location. Just hearing his deeper, more grave voice and listening to him really ride the notes is really, really good. And so the next artist I'm about to mention does the same thing. The next artist would be The Weeknd. The Weeknd is somebody really people don't consider like new age for some reason. I don't know why. But The Weeknd is definitely new age. The Weeknd only came out what 2000 like 8 2010 or something. One of the songs that I really liked of his was The Hills. I only something when you have passed. I really like that song. Starboy was really good. I mean, his songs, once again, he rides the melody. His lyricism is on point. I think that if you took the melody out of his voice, he would still be effective in bringing across a lyrical stance on something. His last album, I think, was My Dear Melancholy. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I do plan on doing it. I hope you do it. I haven't done any theories on his songs, but from what I heard, I think he's actually really good at what he does. And so moving on, that is something we have to take into consideration. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 3. So now we're at top 3. Okay, here we go. I know what you guys are thinking. Top 3. He's probably gonna say like, I don't know, maybe what's the guy's name? I think that I would probably say, oh, see, I tripped myself up because I don't even know who I'm gonna say. J. Cole. J. Cole will be my number 3. J. Cole is number 3 because he has such a great way of telling a story. His last album, KOD, really hit a note with me, hit a real nail on the head. Especially his song, gosh, what was the one that he did? I think it was the namesake, KOD, where he was like chasing the cash and he was trying to get at the money, something like that. Like, I really like his lyricism and the way he introduces things. I was introduced to him on his album where he was sitting on the house. I forget what it was called. Something Lane or something like that. Let me look it up. Let me see. But that one that I'm talking about right now, that song Apparently, I really like. Let me see what album that song was on. Apparently. Okay. There it is. 2014, Forest Hills Drive. Forest Hills Drive. I was introduced to J. Cole on Forest Hills Drive. That album came out 2014. I thought that album was dope sauce. The reason why I think it was so dope was because he brought a lot of emotion to that album. He brought a lot of lyricism to that album. Once again, Apparently was talking about his mother, leaving his mother alone at Forest Hill Drive to have to deal with being foreclosed on while he was chasing his dreams. All of those things are really good, especially when you're in the tone of trying to put your name out there and getting people to know who you are. I thought that was great. And I really appreciated that. So there's that. Number 3, J. Cole. Number 2, you guys are probably going to be mad at me. Number 2, y'all going to be like, man, this dude tripping. Number 2 is K. Dot. Number 2 is actually going to be Kendrick Lamar. And I'll tell you why. Let me see. Oh, it's out of focus. Let me see. There we go. So Kendrick Lamar for me is going to be number 2 because there's somebody else above him in my eyes. Kendrick Lamar has dropped some serious fire, hot fire, okay? The last album, obviously, that he did was, I don't cuss often, so, darn, whatever. The last album he did, and I think that album was the one that ended up getting signed for the Pulitzer Prize that he won. Okay, yes, he's a Pulitzer Prize winner. Wow, he's so great. How can you put the Pulitzer Prize winning rapper at number 2 on your list? It's because I feel like his lyricism is great. Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Untitled, Unmastered. I mean, you have all of these great albums, but for me, I think there's a lot that he's missing in my eyes in terms of what he can do more of. He's very creative, but for some reason in my eyes, I feel like he's in the box. He's so in this box, and I can't identify what the box is. I don't know what the box is. Don't ask me what the box is because I don't know. But I feel like he's in this box. I'll have to define and refine that opinion a little more. But I feel like if he got a little bit further out of that box, he would be in a better place in my eyes. But because he's in this box, I feel like I want to push him out of that. I want to see what else he can do. I feel like Untitled, Unmastered was that, but I think he needs one more for me to put him at my number 1 for new age rappers, okay? Honorable mentions really quick. We have Childish Gambino. He's really awesome. He just dropped a whole bunch of heat lately. And of course, he just did, This Is America. He's done his great albums like Redbone. So I can't push him out the way. Of course, we have, some more honorable mentions. And I'm trying to think of another one that would be a really good honorable mention. Besides Childish Gambino, I would say Chance the Rapper. Honorable mention. He's been doing really good. His last thing that he just dropped, FU, that was pointed toward a very political stance. Let me see. Chance the Rapper. His last album, I don't know. Was Coloring Book his last album? I don't know. I think it might have been. But if Coloring Book was his last album, that was a really good album. So honorable mention to him. But number one for me is Logic. I've talked about Logic before. I told you guys that he's on my top 10 of my favorite artists of all time. But for new age rappers, I think he's number one. The reason is because his discography is lengthy, but it's packed full of lyricism and great quips. Metaphors are on top. I mean, his album covers are heat. Bobby Tarantino 2 was the last one that he posted, 2018, his last album. Everybody that came out. Super, super big hit. He had the 1-800 song. He had the song, The Namesake, Everybody. Bobby Tarantino, 2016, The Incredible True Story. One of my favorite albums. Under Pressure has to be my all-time favorite album from this guy, Logic. Gang Related. All of these great songs. You had from The Incredible True Story, like Whoa. You had Young Jesus. You had all of these great songs. And honestly, the reason why he's number one is because he packs so much into one song. It's not that he raps fast, but he raps so precisely. Everything he says is so precise and cut dry. Very simple. And so at the end of the day, I think that that's what's so great about it. And Logic for me is just number one, okay? And I know you guys heard my phone vibrate. My wife's supposed to be coming in a second. I don't know if she's at the door. Are you at the door? Yeah. Come in. Yeah. Oh my God. Just check. It's unlocked. See, I told you guys it's live. So this is what happens when you're live. This is what happens. Hello. My wife just walked in. Okay, so I just got through the top 10 artists for me that are top 10 new age artists. So now we're going to go ahead and read some comments from you gentle people and see what you all been saying about me and see what trash you guys have been talking. I'm excited about this. How you doing? You tripping? All right, let's see what trash you guys have been talking. Let me see. You weird. And I'm excited because I posted a few videos lately. You guys have been responding. I mean, subscribing, liking, all this type of stuff. Guys, when I tell you I appreciate it so much, I thank you so much for all the subscriptions, all the support you guys have given us here at Song Theory. I thank you all so much. The last video that we did, the biggest one that we did was the XXX one. The one about whether or not he sold his soul to the devil. 15,000 views, guys. I couldn't ask for anything more. Yes, I can watch more videos. Okay, let's see what comments you guys have put. The most comments I've gotten so far was really the one from the Michael Jackson video. If you haven't watched that, if I can link it above, I will. I promise. That video had a lot going for it because people have been debating about my stance on it. I say in the video that I think Michael Jackson's still alive because of what the video contains. Some people are like, oh no, you're tripping, but we'll go down the list. Okay. So what is this? Kali Yuga 2758. Thank you so much for commenting. Their comment was, of course he's still alive. And the fact that this came out recently after 9 years makes me think of a comeback. That is around the corner. Great video, by the way. Thank you so much, Kylie Yuga 2758. I appreciate the compliment. Yes, I believe he's still alive too. When you watch the video, guys, please watch the video, like the actual music video. There's so many signs that are showing that he might be coming back. And let's go to the more recent comments about how this song is old and all that stuff. Okay, I get it. Dennis I cannot pronounce his last name. It's foreign. I don't want to butcher it, but Haljeskog, Dennis Haljeskog, posted 2 days ago. It's an old song, but a new video, bro. All right, Dennis, I know that. I know this song is old, and they added a music video to it. But you have to understand, when you watch the video, there are signs in that video that suggest that there is something coming. It's a theory. We're having fun with it. But if we go off of what's in the video, I don't know, man. You know, it's an old video, but I feel like he's trying to say something in it. And I think it is important for us to realize that. Luis Farias, he posted, it came out around 89. The song came out around 1989. Okay, perhaps, once again, look at the video. There's evidence that there's something going on. He might be talking about something that we need to be listening to. Let's see. All right. So that was that video. We got some more comments on that, but let's move on. I did a video about finally hitting and getting monetized. And so I'm excited about that. The person that commented, Got Flavor Reacts. Thank you, Got Flavor. I appreciate it. The comment was, how long did it take for them to approve you for monetization? So it took them about 3 months. I think I responded to this comment, but for everybody else, it took them about 3 months to approve my monetization. That's because so my channel obviously was knocked off from monetization back in January, February. Of course. Once that was over and I started really pushing out my content, like I say in this video, once again, if I can link it above, I will. But in this video, I was explaining that you basically have to push on trends. Try to find trends, get you up there, get your subscriber count up. I think because a lot of people were doing what I was doing, pushing on the trends, really getting themselves out there, getting their views up, maybe it took them a long time, but that's what it took, 3 months. Comment on the Michael Jackson video, The Awakening, said he is alive and his family is affirming that. I believe it. Okay, here's a good one. You have Keemstar's Forehead. They said XXX Tentacion isn't a rapper. He's an artist. I would recommend listening to XXX before I close my eyes. Carry On, Jocelyn Flores, Vice City, Dead Inside, etc. Please reply back to me what you think of them. I did reply back to him in the comment, but I'm telling you guys what he said. So basically, I replied, yes, I do believe he's just an artist. I do not believe these guys are hip-hop artists, as I mentioned earlier in this video. These gentlemen are just, well, if you go to the video that I posted recently about Lil Uzi Vert, the fact that he's not a hip-hop artist, you'll see what I mean, and you'll see what I'm saying about these artists. They are not hip-hop artists. All right, let's see what else they say. Let's see. Just a bunch of comments from Michael Jackson. Just a bunch of people saying they believe it. Somebody else said that there was an individual that actually did a seance that trying to communicate with the spirit of Michael Jackson. I'm good. Yellow Cavo said, hey, Keemstar's Forehead, what's up? I just mentioned you in the video. And shout out to Happily Hester After. Appreciate the comment. Tripping. What's good, Keemstar? Let's see. Okay, so you had Yellow Cavo. Yo, nice video. Thanks. I'm a small creator too. That was a comment to my how to get monetized video. Thank you so much, Yellow Cavo. Yes, small creators, stay tuned. You know, stay subscribed. There's so much to go on with this YouTube stuff. There's a lot of things they're doing and changing. I hope you all are ready for it and just keep pushing. Don't give up. Keemstar's Forehead, dude, you are a notification gang member. I see that comment. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your support. Seriously, I appreciate it. Let's see. So okay, so as you all know, this is song theory, okay? Song theory. We make theories about songs. That's it. These people sometimes get really like offended about this kind of stuff. They say, we are paranoid, bro. You're paranoid. I'm not paranoid, okay? I'm a song theorist. I'm not paranoid. I theorize about songs. It's fun sometimes to look at what's going on and think to yourself, man, how could this be different? You know, what message is behind this? Anything like that, okay? Let's see something real quick. All right. Keemstar's forehead. What do you think about people abandoning Christianity and having a true relationship with God? I think it's an interesting concept because basically what you're saying is, let's see. I'm responding to the chat, by the way, guys. So if you're watching this, you're not on live, you're missing it. Get on live, be on chat. Let's see. But basically, what do I think about people abandoning Christianity and having a true relationship with God? I think people that are Christians, some Christians do have a true relationship with God. I have made my religion known in the recent video about XXX Tentacion. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. I made my relationship and my religion known to a lot of people, thousands of people, in fact. And so this question is not odd. I think that if people were, so for example, you got people that are Christians and you have people that claim to be Christians, but they do a terrible job at actually being a Christian. What I think is if you're going to be a Christian, still have that true relationship with God, but don't put that name out there. Don't say, oh, I'm a Christian to make it seem like you're better than somebody else. Christian just means Christ-like. So as long as you're accomplishing that, as long as you're giving, you're loving, you're not judging, then you are Christ-like. So without even saying Christian, you are a Christian. Does that make sense, Keemstar? I hope so. Hope that answers your question. Keep bringing in questions. If you're just joining us, keep bringing in questions. If you guys are not on the live stream, you got to get on it. You got to get on it. We're having fun over here. All right, let's see. Next comment. Behind the Mask was made a long time ago, but they added people dancing with masks. That was from Roblox Hein. Yes, I know Roblox. We know. And that's what makes this video so important. Okay, Kanye West. That video. That's a good one. If I can link it up here, I will. Love your vids, man. What's your Snapchat? Keep us updated on the uploads. Snapchat is the Great Phoenix. The Great Phoenix. Look it up. Let's see. What else we got going on? Somebody else. Darian Boyd. Yes, Michael Jackson is still alive, of course. Let's see. Keemstar's forehead. He commented on the chat. He said, ba-ba-bow. Good answer. What is your theory on XXXTentacion's song Before I Close My Eyes? So, Keemstar, I haven't actually seen that yet. I haven't actually watched it just yet. Give me a minute. I think I'm going to actually make an actual video about that before I close my eyes. So, let me work on that for you, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to that. So, I got you, okay? Let's see. What else is going on? So, the comments, I mean, you got a lot going on. I did another video on XXX. It was the last theory that I made on him, which, you know, with Keemstar is pushing me to make another one. I might make one just for you, Keemstar. I'll shout you out when I make it. But the last theory that I did on XXX was really good. I had comment on it from Omar Ramzan. He said he wanted to be remembered for life, but Satan said to him he would cut his lifespan short. So what do I think about this comment? Once again, I think XXX, when he was selling his soul to Baphomet, and I did this, I mean, I talked about this in the video, 15,000 views. Guys, go watch it if you haven't already. What I think about this is that X is not the only person who sold his soul. You had many people in the music industry talking about that, selling their soul, talking about putting themselves out there, getting this benefit that they always seen themselves getting, and really trying to get into the music industry the wrong way. I think X did that. I think he only did it because he wanted the clout, he wanted the fame, but he didn't know how to get it. I even mentioned in the video that it might have been a music producer. It might have been a musical contract that he signed that he regretted. But regardless of what it was, he did sell his soul in some way, shape, or form. And he told us that in the song. See, Ariana Grande, I did a song about her. If I can link it above, I will. Ariana Grande, that song was about, I did a theory on her song, God is a Woman. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, go watch it. It's pretty big. She even performed it on, I think, was it VMAs? AMAs? I forget. But I did a video on that, and American Scheme commented, I like this video. I like the Zeitgeist, the Ariana Grande version. Appreciate that. I appreciate that comment, seriously. Let's see what else we got going on. So many comments, guys. Guys, keep bringing those comments. Keep bringing them. Keep bringing them. I appreciate it. Seriously, all the support. Let's see. Okay, so we got to get to the hate comments. All right. I don't get a lot of them. I really don't. I get so many comments a day, but I really don't get a lot of hate comments. This one isn't so much a personal comment toward me. It's just like a guy who's acting up. I'm going to call him out. Nah, never mind. I'm going to give him too much clout. Never mind. I'm not going to call him out. But this commenter said on the Kanye West video that I made about him messing up on Jimmy Kimmel. He said, who cares? He's almost a billionaire. Now, how much do you earn? I'm like, first of all, brother, okay, don't worry about how much I earn. But just because he's almost a billionaire doesn't mean I can't criticize him. That's crazy. Who says that? These folk crazy, man. I made a video about Disney being sexist. Go take a look at that. That's probably one of my... I edited that video a long time ago, over a year ago, before I really started the song theory stuff. Go take a look at that. It's really fun. I have a lot of hate comments on that video. So go watch it, go hate it. Let's see. Okay, so I did a song review on Sicko Mode from Travis Scott. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. Let's see. This comment says expliciting. Let me get it focused. Expliciting. This is the person who commented. They said, love your vids. I think you deserve millions of subs. Thank you so much. Your vids are very good. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work. I hope you keep going and achieve the goal of 1 million subscribers. Me too. Believe it or not, guys, like ever since I started Song Theory, like as hard as I have been, I've gained a few thousand subscribers since I've started really getting into Song Theory. And now that I've done that, I'm happy that I changed my channel around, because before, if you look at the older videos, I really only did like sketches and I talked about songs here and there, but I wasn't really serious about the music. One day I was really looking at my YouTube channel and I was disappointed because my subscriber count had not gone up. I looked on Social Blade. It was depressing. And I mean, at this point, now that I'm really getting into Song Theory and I found my niche, I found where I belong on YouTube, I feel like I've been getting subscribers and views have been coming in. And so, I mean, all it takes really as a small creator is to find that place where you fit in and you just keep going for it. Let's see. Keemstar Forehead. Can you check out, what's that say? Cameron Edwards. What's that say? Let me see. Can you check out Cameron Edwards on YouTube? I will do that. I will do that. I'll probably do that on another stream or do it on the side. I'll check that out. See what you're talking about. Other than that, man, that's it. I mean, guys, I appreciate all the support, the subscribers, the sharing. Keemstar's Forehead, obviously, is like the #1 fan, along with my wife, obviously. Babe, I appreciate it. Thank you. Woo. But once again, guys, this is exciting because if you're watching this and you're not live, that just means I didn't notify you, and that's okay. I'm going to have an actual schedule because right now I'm doing Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and I might have one of those days to be my live stream days. So I have not promoted this. I haven't put it out there at all. So if you're watching this, just stay tuned. Go to my Instagram. Stay tuned on YouTube. I will start doing this consistently, and I want you to be there. So guys, thank you so much for the support, subscribers, the views, everything you guys have done. And thank you so much, Keemstar's Forehead, for being on the post notifications and being subbed. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day and a better tomorrow. God bless. I'll see you all later. Stay tuned. Seriously, we're about to do some big stuff around here, y'all. Big stuff.